I'm Dr. Halifu Osumare, and I'm at UC Davis in African Studies. I've been going back and forth to Ghana for over 30 years, and recently I started studying the HipLife movement, music and culture in Accra. The book that I recently published is all about my research, my interviews, my looking at spontaneous performances that were going on in Accra, going to formal concerts, interviewing the music industry professionals, people who run the Ghana Music Awards, etc., and looking at what HipLife meant to the consumers as well as the artists and the people creating this new pop music in Accra. And so I think that the HipLife in Ghana, West African indigenization of hip-hop, is really the first full-blown text on that particular subject of this new pop music form in Ghana, West Africa. I trace the process from obvious imitation, starting in the 80s, to adaptation that started in the late 80s, early 90s, and really brought into full-blown perspective with Reggie Rockstone in the mid-90s, around 94, 95, when he returned from England to Ghana and gave a certain kind of permission to the young people who were engaging hip-hop in using their own indigenous languages. And then that spurred to a new development where they began to also look at the pop music of Ghana itself, high life, and incorporating those rhythms and melodies and guitar-based music into the hip-hop sound. And by the third phase, which I'm calling indigenization, full-blown incorporation of high life and hip-hop, we get a whole new form of music that really should not be called hip-hop anymore. It is hip life, and it is its own form of music. You see, this is the book. The colors of the Ghanaian flag with Reggie Rockstone right in the center as the Black Star. And it can be bought at Amazon.com. And I will be kicking off my world tour in Ghana as of October 13th, going from Ghana to Scotland, to African in Motion Film Festival and Symposium, to London, to New York at MoCADA, the Museum of Contemporary African Art, NYU, and also the Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture. So check me out at one of those readings and buy the book online, The HipLife in Ghana. And that is definitely a wrap.